Hello. Jeff Elvin here with Ballen Brands, and today I want to talk to you about some smart co-marketing strategies for real estate agents. Now, I get questions all the time, of course. We set up real estate websites for real estate agents. Sometimes they're newer agents, sometimes they're seasoned agents just now getting a website. And there's a lot of question about like, okay, great, how do I generate leads on my website? How do I get leads for my website? And of course, that is our goal, is to utilize the website to generate leads. But it's not all just from our online activities. Okay, let me pull this back here a little bit. So when I talk to real estate agents, I usually get a little more invested in what they're doing on a day-to-day. So what activities are you already performing? Are you going on listing appointments? Are you meeting with buyers? Are you out in the community? Are you part of a chamber? Are you on a board of some sort of organization? And the purpose of that is because the website really allows us, it's our marketing hub, not just for online SEO, AI, things like that, but it's also meant to just help us get more or provide more value also in our offline efforts. Okay, so let me give you an example. So really, we want to work within our community. That's still our angle as an agent. Listen, there's so many opportunities for people to just go online, search for houses, look for things, and get information. Now, of course, with ChatGPT and everything else, I mean, people are asking how to buy a house, how to, fill out this contract. I mean, real estate agents can't be replaced if we offer the service or the value outside of just information. Okay, so let me break this down a little bit more. So I live in a small community right outside of Las Vegas, but I serve the Las Vegas area. Henderson and Boulder City is technically, where I reside. My kids go to school. And so I'm a little more embedded in Boulder City specifically, even though I'm born and raised in Las Vegas. And I know I'm always in Henderson because it's right, a neighboring city. But if I am involved or invested in other areas or within these areas, then I can do more. I mean, if I'm out meeting people, I don't just like, oh, go to my website, go to my website, go to my website. That doesn't really make sense, right? I'm not just trying to send people to the website. What I want to do though is I want to do a little bit more like co-marketing. Think a little bit smarter about how can I provide value to that business and, get value back in return for mine. So let me give you an example of how that works. So for instance, if I go to, let's say, my lifestyle page, and I have on here Boulder City, basically like a things to do in Boulder City, right? So this is a great resource for people that are moving to Boulder City, maybe interested in Boulder City. And again, this works in Las Vegas and Henderson. I have these for those also. But I'm just using this as a quick example to point out some opportunities here. So we live right next to a national park, a lake, Lake Mead. So we have the Lake Mead National Recreation Area. Okay, so we have some information about Lake Mead National Recreational Area. So I could work with them, for example, to maybe host like a 2-hour, where I invite people that I know to there. There's like a $5 admission fee or something. So, I could cover that fee and say, hey, come down, see our beautiful lake. Let's take a hike. Let's do something like that. I can get a little more invested in, bringing the community together and getting out there. Okay, things like the Boulder Dam Brewing Company, right? I can obviously offer some sort of a mixer. I could put that together, and I can bring, my potential clients or my people. We also have people that live in Las Vegas and Henderson that want to move to Boulder City, right? So if I host maybe an event there, if I get in a little bit better with the with the owners of the company itself, then I can create some opportunities, right? Some co-marketing opportunities where I'm bringing people into that business, and then obviously that business in turn is allowing me to not sell, but like advertise or have my my time on the floor basically, because while I'm there with my guests, there's also guests already there from that that are patronizing that company. So this works out really in both ways because I'm bringing in an audience to them. I'm also getting their audience that they already have. Okay, so it's not just like here's another example. Chili Jilly's. It's a awesome ice cream shop that we have here. Ice cream's a really great way. It's just usually a lower cost. People with kids especially, right? Come get a free ice cream on us. Something like that where I'm bringing people again to the establishment, and while I'm there, I have my stuff up, maybe a banner, maybe I'm handing out business cards or whatever I might be doing because people are already coming to the ice cream shop. So it's not about, we don't just want to say, hey, meet me there and whatever, right? I'll put that on social media. I'll have that wherever I want. But we can go one step further. We can actually use the website to, maybe accept reservations, right? So for the first 20 people come down, maybe there's a limitation. So I might, like on my social media post, or if I'm out there marketing to people, I might say, hey, go to my website and register for this free event, or register to get your ice cream cone, or register to get your free beer, or whatever it is that I might be doing. So I'm pushing people to the website. Now, they wouldn't, they're not like potential buyers or sellers yet. Okay, they're just in the community, or people, that maybe like the community but aren't moving here yet or whatever. But if I can get them to the website and use the website for my offline efforts, right, and get them to the website, now I'm creating a digital imprint. So it plays a part in this whole strategy of SEO and online, online relationships. So when someone does, let's say, maybe go 3 weeks from now and happens to type something in real estate related, well then Google's going to favor me now over where it used to, because this particular visitor's already been to my website. So it's part of this whole hyper-local play where we're really trying to be in front of the audience and be an expert in the community itself, right? The other thing is that let's play this scenario out. So I hold this event, I say, come get a free ice cream. They register on my website. I meet them. I say, great. Yeah, we love it. Chili Jillies is the best. They agree. It's the best ice cream here. And, now we've got a connection. Now we've got a relationship. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know your kid was also in the same grade as my kid and whatever. So think about what happens now, 2 weeks again now or whatever, where they're talking about, someone happens to be mentioning that they're thinking about moving, or they wonder what their house is worth right now. I mean, now we come to mind, right? But sometimes that doesn't always happen, and someone will still go online, they'll still try to do research. So we want to pop up basically wherever they are. So we've made the connection with them offline. We want to get them online, get them to the website. Maybe they come to the website, register, and go, oh, wow, I didn't know he had this, and let me check that. I'll search for homes. That happens too. Maybe we do just happen to catch them from some sort of item of value that we have, and they're like, I didn't even know he did that. So I get that a lot, even when I'm active in the community, I still get that where they're like, oh, I didn't realize you did that, or whatever, because I don't naturally just talk about myself all the time, right? So I want to use these offline opportunities to get them online. So we could do things like joint giveaways. I could do like business spotlights on social media, and again, link them back to the website for more information, download a coupon or thing. This isn't about like paid ads or sponsorships, okay? This isn't really the exchange of money. This is more just relationship building. And when we can build that relationship, then we have an opportunity to earn the trust, right? Build that trust, and they believe that we know what we're talking about. And so even if they go online and do a search and they think they got it all figured out, when there's any, like just even an ounce of doubt, or I'm just not sure if that's, really all of it, then that they're going to reach out, right? We've made that impression both offline and online. And now we have the more opportunity to generate a potential lead. And on top of that, when we send people to our websites, it's also giving good indicators to the search engines. It's helping our domain authority, our visits, our time on site, our number of actions. So really that offline opportunities is so important even in our online activities. So we want to think a little more clever, about these co-marketing strategies, and what, as real estate agents, how can we make connections in the industry? Not just handing out business cards, but like actually making connections, being on boards of organizations, or participating in, sponsorships sometimes, for sports teams or whatever, especially if you have a smaller local community. These are all things that you can do, but we want to drive them back online. Not just a link to the homepage, right? We want to give them a reason to go to the website. Use a QR code on a banner that gets them a free something, if that's, if that works out for you as well. So just think a little bit more cleverly, drive more traffic to the website that way, using our online efforts, things that we're maybe already doing. We just don't even think about how we can make more out of it. So obviously, with the right website, being able to create forms, have that IDX, focus on these particular things, that's important too. Of course, that's what we do here at Ballen Brands, is build those websites, as you see on my site here. And basically, anything is an option. If you can think about it, then we can help you create it and make the most of it. So if you have any questions on this or anything else, by all means, you can reach out to us at team@ballenbrands.com.